I usually try staying on. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I like this trade because when you look at how this trade went, I don't like how we got back role players. I like Spencer Dinwiddie. I like Dorian Finney-Smith. I watch a lot of Mavericks games too, because like I said, Luka and KD, my two favorite guys. Now,
Right.
my favorite growing up before KD really became who he was, Kobe. Now, what I'm saying is KD, I believe, can take this team to the finals. I think KD plays much better when it's said team and role players, but you don't all that load on him. I think what makes us better in this trade in particular is the fact that Dinwiddie plays better defense than Kyrie while still being able to score very well. Now, he's had to play off ball with Luka. A guy like KD, you don't have to play off the ball as much. Playing with Ben, you're going to have to play off the ball. But Ben, I think, will make it easier for you, especially with him not being that much of a scorer he is. With us having a defensive coach, with us having a lineup that's averaged at around 6'9", 6'8" if you do the math, I'm telling you this. I think this makes our defense better. Our offensive arsenal, I think, is still there. It might take a little bit of a hit with Kyrie, but it just depends on how Cam plays for the rest of the season. I think Cam Thomas is the future of this team, bro. Like I said, he wears 24 for a reason. And when the way he shows up in the fourth quarter,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, bro, I think this trade makes us a little bit better. And I think it gives less of a key on KD. You don't have to key on KD as much as you would, especially when Kyrie is there. You have to basically defend everyone else too. But then at the same time, you're going to have to double KD, but then that leaves someone else open. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to double a guy like KD because you can't play one-on-one against him. That Boston series, they had big guys who kept double teaming KD. He would have to pass it out. They run back to their other dude that they was previously guarding when they're playing that type of defense, and then run back over to KD. But then every time KD's gonna shoot the ball, and they're gonna contest his shot. That's what I'm saying. I think a team like this is gonna help out with that because you don't have to key in on KD as much. Now on Dallas side, I think Dallas is winning the West. I don't think nobody's beating this team in the West.
What?
I
Really?
I don't think so. This is literally now now everybody used to compare Luka to James Harden. I remember watching Luka when he first because it was his rookie year was my senior year in high school.
Okay.
I remember watching him and I said he got the skill of a LeBron James. If LeBron James was vanilla, it would be Luka Doncic. Or if Luka Doncic, well, that's what I'm saying. If Luka was chocolate, he'll be LeBron. I'm telling. And who was his favorite player ever? Who did he patent his game from?
LBJ.
That's what I'm saying. I think him and Kyrie would be that perfect. If you look at him, Kyrie, and Christian Wood, that might be another version of what LeBron, Kyrie, and K Love could have been. Because if you look at Christian Wood's game, I think he's a better shot creator than Kevin Love. He can create his own shot better than K Love's because K Love is more of a spot up guy. I think he rebounds just as good as K Love, but I think he shows up in the moment more than K Love does. I think he got that ice in his veins. Christian Wood gonna want that ball in his hands too, which might hurt him a little bit. But the thing about it, playing with a guy like Luka and Kyrie, I think it's gonna help him become more efficient and focus more on defense. You basically got three closers on that lineup too, because Christian Wood can close,
But
Luka can close.
you don't think, well, I mean, I know we kind of talking about Dallas, but I want to get back to Brooklyn real quick from
What's up?
Kevin Durant's standpoint. Like, you don't think he just fed up, bro? I just don't see
I
how
think
this
he
is
is.
working. I don't see how this is working on any angle. I definitely don't see Dallas going to the finals and winning it. I don't see the help that Kevin Durant got being anywhere close to what's needed right now to really keep y'all momentum going. I just don't see it. And I agree. Skill set wise, KD is great enough to have some role players around him and make it real for some other opposition. The unfortunate part is we've never seen him do that before. That's just the reality. So
You don't remember that Bucks series in 2021?
in the playoffs?
Yep.
No, I mean, but to me, that's a small sample size in comparison to asking KD to do this for the remainder of this season, as well as April, May, and possibly June.
And remember,
we've never seen him do it in that large body of work. So that's just why I'm not saying he can't do it.
Well, remember when Russ used to get hurt, because Russ, I think he had that foot injury, and KD had to carry the load for the team. KD theoretically almost carried them. You remember it was like 14? So it was almost a year ago when
I think I lost you, Ty.
we had lost in the second round to Memphis Grizzlies. Then my thing probably cut out, but that's when we lost in the second round to Memphis Grizzlies. KD was doing his thing, but KD was still relatively young at that time.
Right.
But I do think go ahead.
No, I agree with that, but I'm just going off of what we know, what we've seen. KD, I mean, you can argue he might not really have had this many opportunities to show this because he went from the young OKC straight to Golden State. Now, this Brooklyn opportunity somewhat was his first opportunity to really, carry a team on his own, having Kyrie aside. But 4 years in together, and that squad never made the Eastern Conference playoff finals. I mean, that's just
you got. But hold on though. This is where I come in with my rebuttal real quick. Everybody went around talked about we had less than 40 games played together over the last 3 seasons. Now think about this: when Kyrie came back. Now the only reason why Kyrie missed time was because of that tweet, and we was on our way to breaking that many games played together this season combined over the last 3 years, more than any game over the last 3 years. Now, whenever we did play in the playoffs, yeah, we looked bad against Boston. We got swept. But that vax mandate, I think it really took a toll on our chemistry, because you're going to want your players to at least play 75, 80% of the games for you to even be a contending team. You're not going to win, and you know this too, you're not going to win a title without the chemistry. That's why AD and LeBron played all those games that first throughout that season. And then, you know what I'm saying? They had that chemistry going into the playoffs because they played so many games together. And then the KD, James Harden, and Kyrie trio, I mean, only played like 26, 27 games together. I mean, that's why, and have a good record. We're like 24, 23-4 with that trio. But then we was just hurting going into the playoffs. I think injuries killed us a whole lot too, on top of the vax mandate. And I think KD's still healing from his Achilles. I think took up a whole lot of time as well, because he was basically out, like, you can basically say 2 seasons, 2 years, if I'm being honest.
But all of that you saying could be true, but all of that's your fault. That's on y'all. Respectfully, when I talk about y'all, I mean the front office, because let's be honest. Let's be 100% real here. Some of these games that Kyrie Irving missed was because y'all opted to suspend him 5 games without pay. I mean, they never showed this guy no support. I mean, through the vaccination issue, through this documentary issue, there was no respect between Josiah Sean Marks and Kyrie.
It was like that from the beginning. Because remember, it took KD to tell them whenever we first came up with, because I'm from the Carolinas. My favorite All-Star game was the one, of course, in Charlotte. Man, let me tell you, when KD and Kyrie had chose to team up together, I said I knew it was gonna happen. We going to New York. But then it would surprise me when we went to Brooklyn. We didn't want to play for James Dolan. But then again, looking at how Josiah is, I see why a lot of athletes don't want to go to New York. And then again, at the same time, remember, KD told them, you got to sign, because Kyrie had signed first. You got to sign him first, and then you can get me. Because if you don't sign him, you ain't getting me. That's what he straight up told him. Because they didn't want to sign Kyrie because of all that stuff he had going on in Boston. Some of these GMs are best friends, be hanging out like they don't work at the same place or don't work together. Some of these guys be talking, hey man, I wouldn't trade for him. You gonna end up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely tapped in. They definitely tapped in with each other. So at the end of the day, number one, you're good with what your team received back. That's number one. And number two, you feel like Dallas now are the favorites to at least win the West.
Think about this. Luka took this team. Now Jalen Brunson played a key factor. A lot of role players played a key factor, but Kyrie himself might be, and you know Kyrie's better than miles ahead of Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's not even in the same not the same world, not even in the same universe as Kyrie Irving. When
Absolutely.
when you look at what what killed the Mavs in that Brunson deal is the fact that they didn't get anything back for him. It's not that they needed him, you just didn't get anything back for him in return because I believe you could have got back. They want to get rid of Cam Reddish. The Mavs needed another extra wing player on that lineup because you think you're going to sit here and rely on Finney Smith and Bullock every single night. Finney Smith, I think, would fit better on this Brooklyn team because he has scores on that bench lineup along with them, and he's potentially going to start. But I wouldn't start him. I would bring him off the bench. I would. I keep the same starting lineup I have with now I usually say Kyrie, but now Cam Thomas, Royce O'Neal, KD, been playing the point forward. I usually say power forward, but you know, in new school day terms, you gotta say point forward now.
But
Point forward.
the game is not played on paper. That's the problem. Yo, the Eastern Conference have gotten so good this year. Yo, Brooklyn couldn't afford to lose any momentum or anything. Like y'all were lit right before Kevin Durant got hurt. And then
That's what I'm saying.
we clearly see these last 3 to 4 weeks that Ben Simmons offensively is not gonna, substitute or replace any shortage that y'all got from y'all superstars. So I'm just looking at Brooklyn like, yo, KD is going to have to create a miracle for y'all to do something serious. And even if he can do it, does he even want to right now? Is KD like so fed up that we could just see him demand another trade within the next couple of days? I see Phoenix saying that they interested in if Brooklyn is shopping Kevin Durant. So I don't know what's up with that.
But think about this though. I think this year might be kind of wasted if we don't win. I think we're still looking forward to winning the title this year. When you got Kevin Durant on your team, you're planning on winning the championship either way. It don't matter what the personnel is, what it is. It's the same thing with guys like LeBron, guys like Steph, and now I think Luka is joining into the fold. Um, when I look at how we're built right now, what we got back out of that deal. Remember, we got back Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, multiple picks. What, 2 second rounders and 1 first. Now we already have, I think, 2 first rounders. We can't do anything with them right now because of the step-in rule. I hate how they put that rule in place, but I guess that stops you from building super teams
Mm-hmm.
because you basically trading picks every year. That's all you're doing. You pulling the Rams in the NBA, trading all the picks, F them picks. Well, now you can't do that in the NBA. Not like how you used to be able to do back in the day.
Right.
But I think now that going into this off season, I think KD needs to sit there. I wouldn't want to play for this owner at all. Nobody wouldn't want to play for this owner, but I think he needs to sit here and look at what he has right now because we're getting extra cap space for getting off of Kyrie's contract because we're not signing another All-Star. Now Ben's on a decent sized contract as well, but with us having some of that space, you know we're gonna start cooking again. And then you also gotta look at this too. We got the extra picks now to be able to put a better team around KD on top of the team that we had now. And you see how we was cooking before he got hurt. I'm telling people not to sleep on this team right now. I think we might be one piece away, but I think we could be. I think we're gonna be fine. In all honesty, I think it takes KD. I know KD is pissed off right now. He didn't want Kyrie to leave, But I do believe that KD will come back. We're going to start winning games again, and he's going to realize, damn, I'm really on a good team, and I'm just rolling with my guys balling, and this is truly my own team. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's gonna bring more confidence into KD. And then when KD plays more confident, you're gonna have more of the other guys playing confident. I still think we got some of that juice left in us from all those games we won during that streak too, which is why we've been staying afloat. And then seeing what Cam Thomas did, that just brings more hope, bro. I mean, it completely. I've seen Cam Thomas coming like this. I'm gonna keep saying this, like I said over the last couple of seasons. He is the best rookie in last year's draft class because when you look at his scoring clip, when you look at the way he plays, it's like he's kind of like Kobe at like 6'3". He can get to the rim. He can hit you with the mid-range shot, the mid-range fadeaway. You in today's game, you can't sit here and tell me you see guards who uses the post. A lot of guards in today's game not going to use the post. This dude still uses the post. He still posts up. He still uses the high post. That's what I'm saying. The way he scores is just natural. And this dude's a fourth quarter dude. I've been watching this dude since he was at LSU. I've tried to tell people we should have gave Cam Thomas way more time before. Steve Nash ain't wanted to do it. Jack Vaughn ain't wanted to do it. I'm telling you this right now. I think Cam Thomas could make up for what Kyrie does. He ain't Kyrie. It's hard for you to find someone for Kyrie, but the way he is, I think Cam Thomas is perfect, bro, with KD.
So BA, salute to you, bro. From Get Your Bars Up Media is back in the building, my bro. So BA, the hot take this evening from Ty TV. He feel like Brooklyn right now, as the unit constructed, may be good to go in the Eastern Conference. And his biggest hot take is that this right here is favorite to win the Western Conference. He got Dallas being favorite to go all the way. What's your reactions and thoughts on that?
Nah, I'm not gonna go that far saying that they're gonna they're gonna win the Western Conference. I think that I mean it's anything is possible. So they definitely do have a shot with two superstars in the backcourt that can score and actually lead the team down the stretch. And it takes a lot of pressure off of Luka offensively. So salute to them for that specifically. But I mean, I still like Denver. I still like Memphis, even though they're up and down. I still like the Pelicans.
Yes,
Like
sir.
it's still some teams that are very, very, or to me, as far as overall roster, better than them. Because with them, the squad is cool, but until what's his name, Woods, Christian Wood, until Christian Woods comes into his own, I still see
Hold
them
on.
as
Wait.
what's up.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't want
Man,
to come in and interrupt you, but this is my rebuttal right here. I'm gonna let you finish after this.
I
The
ain't even
man
finished for
averages
you
a
to
deep.
rebuttal though. I ain't even finished for you to rebuttal.
he
Let
he
me
he
go.
bro, you see what
Listen,
he did with Luka this year since he's been in the starting lineup? Look at their record since he's been in the starting lineup before he got hurt with Luka. That's when they
yeah,
started winning.
he's my point. My point with him is he still got to prove it, like down the stretch, because he hasn't done that yet.
Right.
And and that's my point. Like I'm not saying that he could never do it. I'm just saying, like, until he proves that, I don't like until he proves it when they get to the playoffs, et cetera, and do their thing. I can't say much about him. He's still a young player that has a whole bunch of talent. But if Kyrie and if down the stretch, if all three of them mesh well, they're going to be problems. But right now, I can't call them a problem because I don't know how it's going to mesh. I just know that they got two superstars in the backcourt. Christian Woods to me is I think he's a future All Star, etc. But he hasn't really he showed glimpses, but he hasn't showed me that guy yet. To me, he's still not super consistent. But
What I'm tripping off of is the fact that, and I don't want to take shots at Kyrie Irving, but we read this book before. From leaving LeBron hanging, he's now left Kevin Durant hanging. Arguably the two best players in the world, he's left hanging. And I feel like he's just gonna go to Dallas and he's just gonna invade. Like I just don't see how this is really gonna work at all, man.
But hold on. This is where I come in with my rebuttal. I'm gonna get. This is gonna be a 1-on-2 real quick. I'm gonna argue my Christian Wood point. I'm gonna argue this point too. the Mavs have a culture that the Brooklyn Nets haven't really had, if I'm being straight up real with you. And then on top of that, the Christian Wood part, I get what you're saying. You're talking playoff talk, bro. I smell what you're saying. I get exactly what you're saying. He has closed out a lot of games with Luka. And when you had someone who Luka needed to step up, because I'm like I said, Katie and Luka, my two favorite players ever. You know, I'm basically a Mavs fan too, but I'm a KD guy. KD was here first.
Right.
What I'm saying is, when you look at Luka and Christian Wood, what I seen in that duo, it was basically a poor man's LeBron and AD, but with better shooting. Because Luka, he takes more shots from outside than LeBron, but he's not. I'm not sure if he's completely a better. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's a better shooter than LeBron, but he takes more outside shots. He'll make more because you take more. And then again, Christian Wood, like I said, he's an easy 20 and 10 for you. And I got this stat for you too that I've read from ESPN a while back. Him, Giannis, Embiid, Zion, and Jokic, those 5 guys are the only guys who, since like their third or second years, actually since 2017, 2018, have averaged like 20, at least 20 and like 9 on 60%, 50%. The only bigs in the league. Christian Wood is a dude. He's a role player that's been putting up superstar numbers, just never got his credit. It's just the injuries. That's all you got to be worried about. I think because remember, all those times he demanded the ball in Detroit, they got rid of him. All those times he demanded the ball in Houston. Now that might be a problem playing with Kyrie and Luka, but you got a guy who has that Mamba mentality, a guy who is willing to show up late in games. I honestly believe they can win the West because not only do you got Luka is like basically the best closer in the league right now. You seen that Suns series, and Kyrie.
Wait a minute. Did you say Christian Wood has Mamba mentality?
I think he just said
he does
that.
have that type of Mamba mentality because when you look at the way
Somebody call the boss.
I gotta talk to the bosses, man. Hold on, man. Jesus.
He do because, bro, when I've watched all these, I got my league pass too now. When I be watching some of these games, ever since Christian Wood started in that starting lineup, I don't know why it took Jason Kidd so long to do it. You seen how he played with Luka, and when Luka couldn't get a bucket, this mofo would sit out here, set screens, or would get and he could create his own shot at 6.
Right. But this is the thing, though, Ty. And I'm gonna let BA get his shit off. I feel like I agree with BA. I feel like BA is saying basically, even though you can say in this sample size of this season, you have seen it from Christian Woods. He haven't had the opportunities to really do this in Houston. What's going to be needed to be done. So he can do it. But, will he do it? It's just still remain to be seen because he hasn't had them opportunities. That's the same thing I was saying about KD as far as having his own team. KD might be good with Kyrie gone, might be less of a headache. But, KD has never really done anything on his own yet, respectfully, to feel like, okay, right, it's not a problem. So I'm just like, I still got to see it. But I know he can do it. Will he do it is just another story to me. Like,
exactly. Like, this is like, and if you know the game, if you know the game, then it's levels to this. It's like, when do you can show, it's a whole bunch of people that show glimpses during the regular season, but down the stretch, when you get into POs, especially when you're in that first round, going to the second and third, if you do make it that far, where teams key on to you and now you're forced to adjust, I want to see him through that type of pressure. I have not seen that. And to keep it real, right, Christian Wood, he don't even really like even being in the paint for real, which is a place where they really do need him. Yeah, he likes shooting the ball, and he can shoot. Like, he's a good shooter, but they don't even really need that part of him. They like, especially with Kyrie in. And I heard, and I heard you talking about your guy Cam that's in Brooklyn. I like him. I think that he's nice.
I told y'all.
Like I think that he could be one of them guys. But similar to Christian Woods, down the stretch in the fourth quarter, KD used to be able to be like, man, I'm not tonight, not my night. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know where my confidence is or whatnot, because KD goes into those lapses. And then who does he go to? He goes to Kyrie.
Right.
We got to figure out who's going to be that second player to step up down the stretch for him in games.
Good point.
Because Dinwiddie, I think, is going to affect Cam's game to a certain extent, and I hope that doesn't,
Right.
because I think Cam has the ability to be better than Dinwiddie, even though Dinwiddie he's proven to me.
He
But
Cam is now.
yeah, so when it comes to Brooklyn per se, Brooklyn they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. But who's going to help KD down the stretch? Because KD is
Cam.
proven that he can't lead a team by himself all the way down to somewhere. He can't do that. Not
I know.
not to the finals.
Cam
Not
got it,
to the
bro.
finals.
I'm telling you, Cam got it. I've watched this man. He's a fourth quarter player. Most of his buckets throughout his career, college and NBA, fourth quarter. That's when he starts coming in. You seen if you watch that fourth quarter game. Now I know it's a small sample size because we haven't given the adequate playing time. But bro, this I'm telling y'all this. He wears. All I'm gonna say is he wears 24 for a reason.
Yeah,
And let
he's
me tell you this about Christian Wood.
he's
I
Jordan
understand
Poole
what you're saying
2.0 to
about
me.
both of those guys. Facts. I understand what you're saying about both of these guys as far as playoff talk, because all I talk is playoff talk. I want to see what these guys can do. I want to see what Cam. Now, I seen Cam play against Boston last week when the whole team struggled and Kyrie was the only one putting in work. And Cam came off the bench, still gave them boys 20 points on great efficiency for him to
Mm-hmm.
be able to come off the bench. I'm gonna tell you this right now. As far as the Christian Wood part, now let me switch back to the Christian Wood part. I do get what you're saying about the playoff part. Now, the inside game part, he was Christian's only rim runner. Remember, he was setting Luka's rim runner. He
Yeah,
set the screens for Luka. He went into the paint for Luka. Him and Luka were the only ones on the team that took the most inside shots. Now you got another guy who can take some of who can take some of that pressure off of both of them,
yeah.
give them inside shots while giving outside shots, a consistent scorer also as well. You basically and now the way Christian Wood closes in the regular season in the fourth quarter along with Luka, if he does that with Kyrie, bro, you basically have three closers. Nobody is when you have three closers, when you have different closers on your team. Now it's
Christian
all
Woods
about
is
if
a
they can stay
closer.
healthy.
You think he's a closer?
I've seen him close games with Luka before. All them games I
Very
watched.
few,
I
very
watched
few. Because
every Nets.
I got league pass too, and I tell you about it. And
I
there's
watched.
very few games where he's closed for real. Luca is like the man, and Dinwiddie actually, and Dinwiddie was the actual person down the stretch that would actually close after Luca in most
It
situations.
wasn't really him. It was really Christian Wood too. It was C
Like,
Wood too that was getting
And
buckets because C Wood.
I
It
don't
was
know what
those
games you were
pivotal
watching.
rebounds
I don't know what
when
games you was
Jason
watching,
Kidd
bro.
put when Jason Kidd put C Wood. Okay, so remember that Timberwolves game when he first started Christian Wood. Nobody else was getting buckets down the stretch except for Luka and C Wood, and C Wood was the only guy who can
Yeah,
create his own shot consistently instead of
yeah.
Luka. Let me tell you, I watched every single Nets and Mavs game this year, and I kept
oh, really? Oh
swear to
my
God,
God.
I swear to God, bro.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
I
telling
feel
you this.
sorry for you, bro.
I'm
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
telling you
That's
this
Nah,
sad.
right
I
now.
haven't watched every Dallas game, but I've watched every Brooklyn game this year. I
Oh
have.
my God. What's wrong
I
with
have.
y'all,
I
man?
have. I
Let me
have.
tell y'all
Jason,
something though, man. Well, since we
I like
talking about
that.
Dallas, this is this I didn't even really it didn't register because I'm still shocked that this happened. The bottom line is this. You talk about MVP, you talk about somebody being valuable, you talk about somebody earning their paycheck. I'm not putting it on him, but the key piece in all of this is Jason Kidd.
that's what I've been
That's the
saying.
that's the bottom line. If
Because he
he can
took
tap in with Kyrie Irving, if he can find a way to make that work by him being experienced at that position, he might really show his worth as being the next step when we talk about prominent head coaches. This is Jason Kidd's
facts.
opportunity of a lifetime.
Because he was messing up big time starting off the season, not starting Christian Wood in the first place. If you look at our record, like I said, we're like 20, we were like, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you now. We were like 8-3, when C Wood first started in the lineup, because C Wood helped Luka close out games along with Dinwiddie getting his buckets. But Dinwiddie, I've seen Dinwiddie not be the same guy in the playoffs for sure. And then at the same time, looking at C Wood, like I said, the reason why I say he got this moment mentality is because the way he'll take that ball late in games and he don't give a that mug gonna shoot, he gonna get to that paint. And I'll say this, he has that old school game mixed with the new school game because he's still setting screen, but it's the way he play his back to the basket. He still plays his back to the basket too. Now, he might be skinny and brittle, he might be a little skinny and more or less frame, but Buddy can still get the work in the paint with his back to the back. He got post moves his post moves is crazy, bro. The dude got post moves. I'm telling you this right now, bro. Watch what Dallas about to do. They about to run a take. Do you really think now Lucas, you seen Lucas single-handedly win series by himself, basically. You see him with C Wood and Kyrie.
He had a lot of help last year, though. Luka had a lot of help with Jalen Brunson.
Facts.
Last year, and I think that Kyrie is an upgraded version of that.
That's why I just said right before you came on here too. Sev.
Yeah, it should be better. Like they made it to the Western Conference Championship with Jalen Brunson and without Christian Woods. They should have a better chance of doing it. But still, the key piece, like I said, will be Christian Woods. If he can go into what he's supposed to go into, what people see, because right now they're claiming that he might. This is his contract year, so he might not even be with them next year. So
it is. They tried to trade him just earlier today.
Yeah. So that's been an issue. That's an issue going down the stretch as well. But hopefully, if he can reach his potential or even just incline even up further than what he is, then they're gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you about my Nets right now. I'm gonna tell you about my Nets real quick. My main guys, and I'm gonna get real serious. I think we have a better matchup, not offensively, but our matchup against Boston. I've seen how the last time Ben Simmons played against Boston, the first time too, this man run amok on Jason Tatum defensively. You talk about 17 points through the first. He only had 20 points the whole game, so he could only score like once. He basically had like 1-3, maybe, or a bucket on the inside and at the free throw line, maybe missed one. You get what I'm saying? But because I ain't watched the rest of the game, but the way he looked against Jason Tatum those first 3 quarters, actually the whole game, and then you see how Spencer Dinwiddie is 6 foot. Like I said, Dinwiddie is 6'6", 6'5". Royce O'Neal, 6'5". KD lead the league in blocks as a small forward before he got hurt. Basically 6'11". Ben 6'11", playmaking skill, but then like I said, his shot attempts were higher when KD was on the floor because he had some of the easiest buckets. You got no choice but to double KD. Clax has his scoring has went up, and he leads the league in efficiency and blocks.
And that's the reason why I'm mad that's the reason why I'm mad that Kyrie didn't want to stay. I wanted Kyrie because I think they could have did something because he's ready this year. Claxton is ready this year.
Who's the biggest threat to Brooklyn in the East then? If Brooklyn is so good to you still now, who's the biggest threat in the East?
Just Boston. It's Boston. I think Boston is just a matchup against Boston. I think Milwaukee couldn't match with us, even with KD alone, because of the fact that our shooting. Milwaukee doesn't like defending the 3-point line like that. They like protecting the paint more than they like defending the line. Remember that Milwaukee series a couple years ago when we had KD and Kyrie? Now we don't have Kyrie no more, but I'm speaking as if we still have Kyrie. Now we don't. But in that series, remember, we had a 35-plus point differential. Now, the role players in that series aren't better than the role players that we have right now also as well, because we have bigger size players. Even at the wing positions, Utah Watanabe, TJ Warren, Royce O'Neal ain't a lengthy player, but we got guys.
That's the difference.
Now,
I think it's better coaching is the difference this
with
year.
Jacque Vaughn.
Facts.
Yeah, Jacque Vaughn is like they were good. They had enough talent to do whatever last year and the year before. But coaching though, coaching, the strategy, adjusting. I think they have that now, but their team is just not as good as it was prior. I think their
Y'all
team
got
is not as good as it
they
was.
got Ben Simmons. It's not going.
That's where the
Man,
coaching comes in. That's where the
they
coaching
got Ben
comes
Yeah,
Simmons.
in.
Ain't not,
exactly. That's where the coaching
nothing
comes
going to
in.
save that, yo. Nothing is going to save that, bro. I'm sorry, man.
I think KD. I think KD coming back
Yeah.
will help Ben because like I said, he got more involved in the offense. When I watched every single game with us this year, and when we went on that streak, I saw that spark in Ben once Kyrie came back. But then when KD was there, him and KD we was still winning games even before Kyrie came back. That's when we started to win games anyway. KD and Ben was on that floor together, bro. I'm telling you, that defense was just sick as hell, bro.
But Ben though, but that's the thing about it. On that streak, it was a team. It was team oriented on that streak. But Ben, to me, he contributed, but he didn't contribute that much in that streak, man. He didn't contribute that much in that streak.
Offensively.
Because this team right here,
Defensively, he didn't do much. He was averaging like 4 fouls a game, almost 5 fouls.
Shit, sometimes you got to do. He an old school defender anyway, but sometimes you're gonna have to do that. But he
I don't think he
wasn't
want to
fouling
be in
like that in the
Brooklyn, bro.
past.
I don't think he want to be in
lower his
Brooklyn.
fouls.
I don't think he wants to be in Brooklyn, bro. I can
He don't.
I can see the difference. I can see the difference in him playing with Brooklyn and when he started playing with the Sixers. Like I could see him like he's not excited. He used to smile, he used to laugh, he used to be dabbing people up, going crazy. He in this mode right now where he's like, I don't trust anybody, and that's horrible to have on your team.
You need to put that fresh sunshine around him. It doesn't rain in Southern California. That's what I'm
That's a fact.
saying.
That's a
You
fact.
got to put that sunshine around him, bro. And he's from Australia.
Yeah.
Australia got that nice sunshine weather. He wants something close to that. You know, he don't want to see this big Gotham looking city with all these people criticizing the heck out of him. But then he
Yeah.
living a life and where he's comfortable in staying at. You staying around all these other folks, you don't feel that comfortable. I just don't think he's comfortable in where he's at. I like Ben, bro. I really want to keep Ben because the defensive stuff, bro. I'm a defensive minded guy. I'm like I said, when it comes to defense, man, I'll tell you, I give credit to anybody that sit there and put their heart on defense. And I'll be seeing him. But then again, he's so defensively skilled. When you so smart, you can be so dumb at the same time. He's so defensively skilled, he'll foul himself out of the game. I get pissed off about that shit, bro, too. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. He will foul on purpose just to sit out. I get tired of it. But when I seen him in them games, and when I seen guys pushing him, when Kyrie told him to shoot and everything like that, it helped us start winning more games. And then we just started chilling. We started cooking. Bro, we was unstoppable, bro. We was cooking, like I said, stove in the front. We got the grill in the backyard. And we got the skillet on the side.
I want to say this too. I don't know if y'all seen. I seen a couple of reports. I don't know if they're 100% true or whatnot because it didn't come from the main media sources. But I'm hearing that Kyrie Irving has not committed to staying in Dallas.
right? I heard that too.
I still think he's going to the Lakers. I think it might. I think if the Lakers give him an offer, and if the Lakers get off that Russ contract,
they offered Russ
Lakers
earlier this week. That was also reported this afternoon. The Lakers offered Russ to Brooklyn this week.
Yeah,
it was. They don't want to get rid of them.
Chicago declined an offer for Russell Westbrook
because they tried to get Chicago involved in that 3-team trade. You're gonna have to get them Eastern Conference because no Western Conference team gonna help the Lakers in a 3-team trade. You gonna have to get them East teams. The best East teams you could have possibly thought of was Chicago, for example, Wizards, and Toronto. But Toronto ain't about to do it either because you would have gave up all them picks with
Portland
Toronto.
could help. Portland could help.
You see what your boy LeBron did? You see what your boy LeBron did, Seven? He messed up the NBA, man. He messed up the NBA, bro.
Yo, you know what, bro? I was thinking about that yesterday, yo. I really was thinking about that yesterday. I said, damn, bro. LeBron kind of fucked this shit up. That's a fact, bro. He manipulated the game and it's starting to kind of come back to bite him in his ass.
Kyrie said, Kyrie go sit there. How Kyrie, right? How is Kyrie go sit there and say, yo, I'm good. I don't even want to play with y'all. I only want, and I'll sit out the rest of the season and just wait till my contract is over.
Damn, yo.
How did James Harden say, "I'm not playing with y'all no more, Houston, and I don't want to play with y'all, Brooklyn"? And now he's
Easy.
low key, he plotting on going back to Houston, where his homes and all of that stuff is.
Yep.
Yo,
I'm telling you, if KD stay loyal to this team, I think we could take it home. I think we got some more moves to be made trade deadline. I think we ain't done yet.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I told Seven this earlier. I think that KD is going to be moved next season. He's probably going to be moved.
Well, shit, we'll pack our bags and we'll go to Miami.
Yeah, like yeah,
Pat Riley would get us a ring.
yeah. I mean, shit. If you got
KD in Miami?
if you keep the
Mm-hmm.
main pieces with Jimmy Butler and them, and get him a consistent scorer who can score when he want to, with Hero and all of them, you can keep Hero, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler. If you can keep those core with KD, yeah, they good.
But
They
this is
good.
where this is
No
but this is
way.
where it
No
hurts.
way no way they gonna keep all that. Not
I'm just
no
saying if they
That's what
do,
I'm
if they
saying.
were, if they were. I didn't say they are. I'm just saying if they were. Hey, that's a squad, man.
You're gonna have
oh
to
yes,
give up
definitely a squad.
half your team just to get my boy. And that's why I'm like, because Bam, like I said, I'm not sure about after this season, but right now he got that Ben Simmons contract. You can't trade him on his rookie contract. I think he might be owed for a new contract this year. He can
Yeah,
get off. He can get out of his contract, and you can sign some more players. And remember, the way the NBA is set up right now. Now you do got that CBA coming up this summer. It depends on how they set things up too.
that's
But
a
I
Exactly.
think
fact
it won't
too.
come into effect till maybe next year.
That's a fact.
2024.
Yeah, so it won't come into effect till next year. So he can get out of his contract. KD come there, they can sign some more guys and still be able to bring them in at the same time with what you lost in that trade. Because Pat Riley, bro, this is Pat Riley. We talk. I think Pat Riley's the best coach, best GM in NBA history
Yeah,
because of the balance. You ain't seen no GM or coach as good as this at the GM level. This dude is making moves. Pat Riley, I'm telling you this, and Pat, you think Pat Riley? I would not mind my boy KD retiring as a Heat. I
but
would not mind
I
that,
don't
bro.
think he's going to Heat. I think he either going to Portland or he's going to Phoenix. If that's the case, I think he's going to be in Portland or Phoenix next year.
Okay, then go ahead try to give up Devin Booker. Then go ahead try to give up Damian because they gonna. You think
Nah,
Sean Marks
nah,
gonna
they
play
go. Nah,
hard ball?
they not gonna give them. They're not gonna give Damian Lillard or Booker up. It's gonna be whoever the secondary players are in the draft picks. They're gonna take those because I think they're gonna blow it up. I really think if they don't do nothing with this squad that they got this year going forward, if they can't make it to the Eastern Conference finals this year, I think they're gonna blow it up next
The
year, bro.
Suns, man, the Suns are just like the Clippers, man. They curse, man. You ain't gonna win nothing there, man. I don't like the Clippers, and I
It's a
don't like
Chris
the
Paul
Suns
effect.
at all. I don't respect the Clippers, and I don't respect the Suns. And like I said, bro, you think they not going? Sean Mark's gonna play hardball with them GM? Now I think KD's trade value will cost less than what it did last off season because of the fact that you're gonna have no choice but to trade him unless you want to look bad. And this is KD we're talking about, not Kyrie. Like you done promised KD to trade KD if he rides it out this season and sees what happened after this season. I think they should take less, knowing that they got a little bit off the Kyrie deal. You already got an extra first round pick. Just ask for less for KD, maybe Tyler Hero, and maybe all the picks that Miami can offer. And maybe you might be straight then. Keep Jimmy, keep Bam. You got what you need, a score. And let me tell you, if KD go to Miami, ain't nobody gonna want to see us, bro. I'm telling you, oh boy, I'm hyped as hell right now. Boy, I'm hyped right now. Cause we go to Miami, you know what we about to do to everybody. You know what we gonna do to Boston. You know Milwaukee already with the team that they have now already had problems struggling with Miami, and it was mainly Jimmy and Bam and all them defending the wing players. Bam getting up in Giannis's face. I think you're gonna have to add more size with KD on that team too, because you don't want KD to bang with some of those bigger players. I don't want my boy, especially at this age now. I'm starting to get like LeBron fans. I got to worry about my player being older now.
So
Man, speaking
KD
of
not even
LeBron,
we
yo, my man is upset right now, and I'm pissed because I said this early today, yo. It seemed like everything that could go LeBron way that he can't control always fall and fold. Like the Kawhi situation, Now this Kyrie situation, LeBron could never really get a real head coach.
That's
You
Kawhi's
see, he
fault, though.
tweeted
Don't
today. He
nobody
said,
want to play with LeBron though.
"It's
Seven. Don't
crazy,
nobody
bro. You
want to
see
play
what he
with him
tweeted
though.
today, man? Maybe it's me. That's what he tweeted today.
I'm not saying the Clippers are going to sit here and surpass LA, but what might help them is that new arena. I
They
think
don't.
that's what's going to help them.
The
They ain't
form,
going to never be the Lakers. The Lakers are always going to be the big brother. I mean, shit, the championships, the
Nobody
history.
wants to play with LeBron though. Nobody wants to play with him except
Fuck
Kyrie.
LeBron, man. LeBron's not the GOAT.
why would you want to play with this right here? LeBron is not the GOAT.
He
Kobe
not.
is the GOAT.
We not. You know.
Kobe.
Thank you. I
Kobe
got.
or
See,
Kareem.
I
Kobe or
knew I was.
Kareem. I'll say
Come on.
Kareem. I respect my old school fellas.
And
Kareem,
you gotta throw Mike in there too, though. You gotta throw Mike in there too, man.
Kareem was better than Kareem was way more unstoppable than Mike. It just wasn't as
Really?
televised.
You think that? You
I
think
Y'all need
respect
to be drug tested. I'm not even gonna
that?
sit up
Nah,
here
he
and
was
let
the
y'all
better than
best
Mike.
roast my
player.
man LeBron like that. Are you crazy?
Man, we
LeBron, I
not.
don't think LeBron the
Bro,
GOAT, man.
LeBron. Hey, LeBron is the first NBA superstar in his prime to become an NBA journeyman, and now he got all of these superstars becoming NBA journeyman, bro.
How you
He
call
not
this
doing
man a
this, brother.
journeyman and he was a finals MVP on every team he went to? That's so
Yeah, every team.
disrespectful.
Every team, seven. We always get into this. Hey, every team that LeBron, the GM. You know how many free agents have ever played? He has the most free agent teams ever. Like he has played with so many different players. It's not even funny. As he
It's a
don't
new
even
day.
remember all his teammates.
It's
He
a
don't
new
even
day.
remember half of his teammates.
It's a new day, man. What you waiting for,
Yeah,
man?
he's going to watch him. He watch LeBron. He's gonna be like, yo, what Dallas looking like? Dallas is cool. Hey, y'all getting so and so? All right, I'm gonna go to Dallas and play with Luka. Like
Now
this is what LeBron
look
is on.
what look what Todd, look what your team declined from the Clippers. They declined Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, a future first round pick, 2 first round pick swaps, and a salary filler.
I'm not swapping those 2 first round picks for no 1 late first round picks because they happen to win a record right now. And what you said on that last one?
A salary filler. So they was going it's gotta be just some money involved or something like that.
So they was going to exchange cash. Okay,
I
so
wouldn't. They were supposed to add John. They were supposed to add John Wall in that too.
Norman Powell ain't in that deal. I would have did it if Norman Powell was in that deal.
That's a
Not
fact.
the picks, not except for the 2 picks. I would give you maybe 1 first round pick exchange for that other first round pick in exchange for Norman Powell and Terrence Mann and Luke Kennard. But I'm not doing that. That's not because that's not good. I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm not trading for no Russ and first round picks. I'm not swapping my 2 first round picks just to get 1 back and some cash. What, a little bit of cash? Well, what is going to open up? Maybe what, 10 million? Maybe 5 or 10 million in cap space?
Let me ask y'all a question. Did Kobe Bryant ever make Kareem Abdul-Jabbar cry before?
Yeah, he did.
He had to.
He did.
Other than when he
He had
passed
to.
away. Probably when he passed away.
Okay.
Has Kobe ever made Kareem cry before? Like, shit. Are you shitting me? LeBron is about to break this man's heart this week, man.
The reason
This
why he
going
didn't make it.
down.
Wait,
I
the
see
reason
why
why he didn't
Kareem
make
always been on
Kareem.
LeBron.
The reason why the Kareem tight is because he know LeBron not cut from that cloth. That's why he rocked with Kobe and he had to cry. A lot of these people that we consider great rock with Kobe because Kobe was cut from a certain cloth. LeBron not cut from that cloth. He's not.
Look at my guy, man. Look at my guy. Look how they doing my man legacy, man. My man, look how beat and worn down this man is, man. This is sad right here, bro.
He's gonna score 40,000 points and people are gonna be like, oh, that's good. He's still top 5 of all time.
They're gonna just keep him at number 2. Most people. He ain't my number 2 either. I say
He's
Kareem.
number 3. He's number 3 and number 4.
Kareem
Y'all
and
are
MJ.
insane. This
Kareem was doing LeBron shit at the big man position
You
before
already know what
LeBron
time
was.
it is. Seven already know what time it is. It's over with.
Yeah,
LeBron can never. He's done. He's done.
Y'all are, I mean, this man is about to
I've
do the
never,
unthinkable, yo.
I've never seen anybody. I've never seen an NBA player who has like 10,000 garbage points. He got like 10,000 points that are all garbage that are meaningless.
Really?
It's crazy.
Really?
Yes.
When has LeBron played a substantial amount of garbage time, bro? He's been in the playoffs damn near all his career.
Bro. He has about 10,000 points that are meaningless.
He's so disrespectful, man.
You win a championship, but the other 4 years you don't do nothing with it. Come on, now, we ain't doing
I'll say this about LeBron. I don't think it was. I don't think it was fully his idea for him to get Russ. Huh?
He had to.
It was totally his idea fully because he's the one that blew Russ out before they even did it. Russ
I
had
think
lunch.
the front office like Russ, bro. I think it was part of their idea to get
Yeah,
Russ too.
LeBron. They had before Russell Westbrook even became a Laker. Him and LeBron out there smoking cigars in LeBron's backyard and all. Man, we ain't doing
Well,
I
of course you
cannot
got to do
believe
that.
y'all got Kobe over LeBron. This is insane, bro. What
Kobe,
the hell?
bro. Kobe's the greatest basketball player I've ever seen outside of Michael Jordan. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
He's a carbon copy of Michael Jordan. How is
Yeah,
what?
just because he's a carbon copy, what does that mean? That means that he's the closest thing to the greatest.
I know I'm a KD fan, but KD's the greatest pure basketball player I've ever seen. Like skill, everything put together. I know I'm a little
I don't
biased,
think
but
he's. I don't think he's more skillful than. I don't think he's more pure than Kobe Bryant. I like
he's
him,
a
but
better
he's not.
scorer than Kobe. He's
I
more
He's
know.
more
No,
efficient.
he's
efficient.
not.
He's
We're
more
not doing
efficient than
that. He's
Kobe.
not a better scorer than Kobe. No, he's not.
I'm a Kobe guy. You
I
talking to
know,
a
and
Kobe
I
guy too?
respect that. I respect that, but I just don't like. I just don't. I respectfully don't agree that he's a better scorer than Kobe. He scores easy because we've never seen anybody 7 foot. But Kobe
That's the
was
thing.
super dynamic. He was super dynamic at every freaking level,
Well,
even getting to the
I've
basket.
always said KD is a 7 foot Kobe and mixed with some dirt because of the post game. But both of them use the post game, Kobe and dirt.
Yeah, he don't really be posting like that. Yeah,
Who KD?
yeah.
KD started posting more. If you look at the difference between how my boy played before the Achilles injury versus after the Achilles injury, he changed his game slightly a little bit to where he might not drive into the paint as much, but he gets into the post a little bit more.
He
I
scored
We
do
got a
see a little
question.
bit of
We
that
got a question from the NBA community. The community wants to know. We want to know that head-to-head record.
I
between.
don't know. Does it matter though, or
Y'all
does
know it.
5 rings count more than 4?
Kobe was
I
older,
mean,
man. Come on
three of
now.
those rings, Shaq was the MVP. All 4 of
Hold
LeBron
up, hold
rings,
up,
he
hold
was
up,
the
hold
Finals
up.
MVP.
Now, Seven,
I
I'm about
mean,
to get on your ass, Seven. I'm about to get on your
let's
ass now.
Is
talk
that a
to it,
lie?
Tom.
What was
Talk
Is that a
Shaq
to it,
doing
lie?
Tom.
before Kobe? What was Shaq doing before he came to LA?
Orlando dominating.
Hey, what was Shaq
Dominate,
doing?
made it to the finals, but he
What was
lost.
Shaq doing in the Western Conference Finals all 3 years, or in the semi? What was Shaq doing then? Go look at those numbers.
Yeah, Kobe did it. Kobe
Go look at
definitely
Kobe
did his
numbers.
thing. He
Go
earned
go
his
look at the
paycheck.
Kobe numbers to get
Yeah,
who helped
Kobe
get them
earned
there.
his paycheck. Absolutely. I'm not saying Kobe wasn't nothing, but
Like I
again,
said, Kobe got
Hilario,
them there, and Shaq topped it and finished it off. That's
no,
exactly what happened.
no, we're not doing that.
That's the
We ain't
truth.
doing
It's
that.
the truth.
Kobe
In
just
the
did his
playoffs,
job.
we're talking
Come,
about in the playoffs, though. We're talking about in the playoffs. If you look at Kobe's stats,
look at
I'm not talking
Shaq's
about the
stats in
first
the
year they won.
playoffs.
Not the first year that they won, but the
But
second
most
and
of the
third
time, he
year that they
lost
won.
before he came to LA.
Yeah, that's true. The second and third championship of those 3,
That's crazy.
Kobe. This is when Shaq started calling him the best in the world, even though Shaq was still in
Facts.
his
I
prime.
watched the NBA community praise Kobe Bryant for scoring 60 points in his final game versus the Utah Jazz. Y'all went running
I
around,
don't count
screaming and
that. I
hollering,
don't count
celebrating.
that.
It
He
took
was
that man
almost
50
40 years
shots.
old.
It
He
took
was
him
almost
50
40.
shots.
But he was
50
almost
shots.
40. He was almost 40 years
I
old,
don't
though.
care, man. The way y'all did that, bro, that was insane. Y'all
Bro,
be gassing Kobe
LeBron can't do
Bryant
that.
out too much. What?
LeBron can't do that.
LeBron about to pass Kareem
But he can't
Abdul-Jabbar
score.
this week.
I'm not
Are you
I'm saying
kidding
he
me?
can't score 60 now. LeBron can't score 60 right now.
Wait a minute. Oh, you lucky I just got rid of that.
I'm not a big LeBron guy, but I do disagree with
Oh,
that.
we can tell. I can tell,
Yeah,
Ty, you ain't a big LeBron guy.
LeBron
But I'll
cannot
tell the
score
truth
60
though,
points right now.
LeBron could drop this motherfucker out here, 38 years old, still driving to the paint like it's
Yeah.
like it's nothing. I ain't never seen this
Woo.
before, bro. I
You see
never
that
seen.
head-to-head record? Woo.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's the GOAT, but to see the shit that he's doing right now, excuse my language, but to see what he's doing right now, bro. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too. I respect LeBron, but he's never, even growing up back in them early Cleveland days, LeBron was nasty as hell. But I
LeBron
was
ain't even.
never a LeBron guy. It was
He ain't
always
scoring
Kobe
60.
and then KD.
This is
He ain't
insane.
scoring 60 points. LeBron, what's helping LeBron right now is he don't play defense at all. That's what's helping him right now.
He
He
got
gives
defenders around him to
absolutely
help him
no.
out. That's why.
Exactly. He absolutely for the past 5 years of his career, he absolutely does not play
This
defense for real.
this stat right here is insane. This
I
is
wouldn't
insane,
wouldn't
man.
say all that, but he don't try as much like he used to. I'll say that though.
30,
Boys be blowing by. Boys be blowing by
321,
him, backdooring him and everything.
Jesus Christ.
That's MJ though, man. He put two horns on that man's head, bro. Stop
I'd
playing with
rather
him.
go 6-0 than 4-6.
The devil has two horns on his head too, BA.
You say what?
I said, the devil has two horns in his head as well.
Hey. If the devil's the goat, then the devil's the goat, bro. It is what it is. You
So in
feel
a
me?
32-month span, Michael Jordan won 3 chips, won 3 scoring titles, named the MVP twice, named Finals
Y'all
MVP
doing
3
these
times,
32.
all
Yeah.
defensive first 3, and missed 0 games. This is impressive. I'm not gonna lie. This is impressive.
Yeah,
I keep telling you.
LeBron, they did that.
I keep telling you. So Ty, what I've been trying to tell Seven is when it comes to Michael Jordan and the LeBron James discussion, it's efficiency versus longevity. And I'm just an efficiency type guy. He
But the
did a lot
thing
more
is,
than
though,
LeBron
hold
and
on.
still returned.
But hold on. This is where I
Are you
come in.
talking about from the free throw line? Because LeBron is his field goal percentage and his 3-point percentage shooter is better than Michael.
Bro, I'm talking about LeBron has never been on that
Totally
many
different
defensive
game.
teams. Has never, LeBron is not the outcome. Jordan had just the same amount, or even more accolades in 13 seasons of basketball. It took LeBron 20 years to do this.
Look how
Yeah,
clutch LeBron is versus some of the guys y'all praise
With
and love.
Jordan missing the
but this is
season,
where I come in
and
and this is
yeah,
where I come in to defend LeBron, though. Like, not LeBron. I meant, well, yeah, LeBron. I'll defend LeBron on this part. MJ did take a little bit of time off,
yeah,
which that does like it makes you a little bit rusty. He was rusty coming back, but
yeah.
at the same time, I think MJ having some of that extra time off kind of did help him, and he retired twice.
Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute.
think
Wait a minute. Hold on. When you say MJ took some time off, which one are you referring to?
both.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
You like Jordan too, don't you? Not just LeBron. You like Jordan too, don't you?
Michael Jordan cheated the game after 93 with his gambling and all that other crap, and he was
No,
forced.
they made the Jordan rules just like how they made the Brady rules
Here you
easy.
go with this cheated the game,
He
man.
was
LeBron
forced.
cheated the
He
game
was
too.
forced to retire because the
But
NBA
LeBron
was
cheated
about
the
to get in
game
big
too.
trouble. LeBron never cheated the game.
You know how he
Never.
cheated the game? LeBron
How?
cheated the game. LeBron cheated the game by becoming the first journeyman superstar that we've ever had.
But seven, I got a question. How did Jordan cheated the game with gambling? I don't get the gambling. I get the gambling part as if you're losing, because if you pick your team to lose, and you're gambling against your team and you lose and you win money, okay, that's one thing. But if you're gambling against yourself, now I might sound a little bit dumb, but let me try to explain it here and make it clear. Jordan betted against himself. When you bet money on yourself, don't you think you're going to play better when you bet money against yourself?
Now, I'm not talking about that angle at all. That's not my angle at all. I'm not talking about the angle of Jordan winning or losing. I say Jordan cheated the game for the simple fact that he got caught and he was forced to leave early, which unfortunately, because Michael was so great, I'm not going to sit up here and say he was no good, but we were unable to see Michael for a couple years due to that. And it was a lie that was a cover up behind that. Like that, as fans of Chicago, as fans of Michael Jordan, or even if you hated Michael Jordan, he was always box office. That was something that you always wanted to see. And I'm saying from a fan standpoint, from an NBA culture community standpoint, we were cheated out of some seasons of seeing Michael because of his selfishness. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so you think I know what you're trying to say. You're not saying it, but
LeBron has never put a black eye on the league. LeBron
league,
has
He put
never
a
put a
black
black.
eye. It's showing right now with Kyrie Irving. We not doing that. We
the
not
league.
doing that.
I get what you're saying, Seven.
Yo,
The league. I get what you're saying, Seven. The league.
yo, that's the black eye.
But Seven, I get what you're saying. The league didn't want to see Jordan lose in the series because I do believe if Houston had played him that year after he got the year he got suspended, oh, Houston would have whooped that ass. They couldn't do nothing with Hakeem. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I know what you're trying to say because he would have lost to Hakeem. If he had ran into Hakeem, the league ain't wanted nobody to see him lose to Hakeem. If he had ran into Hakeem, because if you look at it, before they got Rodman, they didn't have anybody that could handle Hakeem.
So
And
let me
when
ask you a question, Ty. Let's say, for example, that was to happen, and Jordan was to lose to Hakeem. What in '94? We talk about '94.
yep,
Okay, let's
and
say that was
95
to,
possibly both
right.
of them.
Right. So let's say that was to hypothetically happen. Now in 2023, people would not be sticking their chests out with this GOAT conversation when it comes to Michael. And
You're
we would have something specific to say that he lost the NBA finals. So the whole narrative changes if that was to happen. So
Not saying you talking hypotheticals, but I do understand where you're coming from because he had a hard time, and especially I know it was regular season, but he had a hard time because there was nobody on that team. Cartwright, all of them could not fuck with Hakeem. Shaq in the finals. Now he was young, of course, but Hakeem, I think, is the best center of all time. He not the most
Yeah,
successful, but I
he
do think
is the
Hakeem.
best
I
center.
think
He's the
Hakeem is
best center
better
of
than
all
him.
time.
Kobe Bryant cheated the game too. We'll talk about
Oh
that.
please, oh please, oh please! Don't
Hey,
even go.
we're not doing.
Don't
I
even
mean,
go.
I can say
Seven,
that that's another
but
live
seven,
stream.
but seven. What's more impactful, the journeyman portion or a person not wanting to shoot to prove his team a message? Like
Bro,
just because you didn't shoot against Phoenix, okay, all right,
what
I give
makes
you that,
what makes LeBron a journeyman?
bro. How many franchises?
That man had to go franchise to franchise. D Wade and them
Exactly.
got old. He had to go to
Bro,
Cleveland.
smart. That's smart. That's
Hey,
basketball
and then after
IQ.
he left, Cleveland, he was like, "Man, let me go to LA real quick." You feel
And
me
what he do?
now?
What he
And
do?
now, and now you about to leave LA. You about to probably leave LA.
Nah, he ain't leaving LA. He retiring to Laker. I think for
You
I
think
don't
fact.
so?
think so. I
No,
don't
I
think
Bronny,
so.
I think he
I
coming.
think you leave
Bronny
it. I think
coming.
you leave it. Yeah, I
Bronny
think you
coming,
leave
bro.
it.
Bronny taking his draft. Bronny taking his draft. 'Cause his dad's LeBron James. He got the same name as his daddy. Even no matter how bad he is, he's still gonna
Oh,
get
he's getting
drafted.
in. He's getting
No,
in.
he's
That's
going
what
to
I'm
Regardless
the
if he
league.
get
saying.
hurt, he's getting in.
He's
That's what I'm
top
saying.
50
They
player.
can move to get him.
He's a top 50 player, and he's about to be in the McDonald All American game.
Yeah,
And
he's
he's
in.
supposed to be top 24.
He's
And
in.
So
who's his
yeah,
dad?
Anthony said, "You talk about LeBron with these empty points, man. Kobe got the logo for ball hogging."
hey, he's the logo for Mamba mentality. That's
True.
why this is what trips me out. All the NBA players and the greats, right, can respect Kobe even before he passed away. All these people can be like, man, he's the greatest since Michael Jordan that I've ever seen. But then like the fans though, it's just fans that be like, oh no, he's not. But the NBA players and then the greats before that praise him heavily and call him one of the top, one of the best to really ever
Because
play.
they were
It's
scared of
crazy.
Kobe.
They
Because
was like,
LeBron never takes that approach against players. Like LeBron is
no,
more social. Kobe
LeBron.
was always standoff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why
Kobe was
this
never an NBA journeyman, though, bro. He was never an NBA journeyman.
He stayed on the same team for 20 years.
Did Kobe not quit on this team in the middle of a game, refuse to shoot? Did that not really happen?
Now, I might be 22
Yeah.
years old. I was born in 2000, but I am old enough to
Oh, yeah,
remember
you
that
remember.
series
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
choked. Which series was it? Was it against the Suns when he
Yeah, it
choked?
was against the Suns.
He
It was against
refused
the
to shoot the
Suns.
basketball.
Yeah, he
Was it
did.
against the Suns?
That was
Yes.
against the Suns.
First
He
I'm,
did.
round.
I'm old enough. I'm old enough. I'm
It
slightly
was a
old enough to
game 7.
remember.
It was a
First
game
round.
7. He
That's
got into
terrible.
it with the coach.
That's
The
terrible.
coach. But guess what? He came back and won 2 more rings. Put
Oh,
some respect on that man's name.
that's terrible.
I still
LeBron
don't
lost to
respect
Dirk.
LeBron.
LeBron lost to Dirk and came back and won 4 rings.
He came. You got to think. First of all, you got to thank Kyrie Irving for one. Then you got to thank Ray Allen for the other one. We not doing this, bro. We not doing this,
So
bro.
we got to thank people for doing their job. Really?
Bro,
We got to thank people.
we not
So
thank-
y'all don't have to
Yeah,
thank Shaquille O'Neal and
yeah.
Derek Fisher and Robert Ory
Hey,
and
hey,
John
hey,
Paxson and Scottie
Rick
I
Pippen
appreciate
Fox,
you,
Rick
Cat.
and Ron
Fox.
Artest. You
I
ain't got to
appreciate
thank
you,
Ron
Shaquille
Artest.
O'Neal. I appreciate you, Shaquille O'Neal. I appreciate you.
Really?
I
Shaq.
appreciate
See,
you.
the thing
But Ray
is,
Allen,
Shaq wasn't winning before he came to LA. So, and Kobe had to come up into his own self for Shaq to even win a ring
Whoa,
bro,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
they
whoa, whoa.
hate it,
Shaq went to the finals in
bro.
'95.
and got his
But
ass whooped.
yeah,
Jordan wasn't there
he got his
either.
ass swept. He got his ass swept. But
Jordan
anyway,
would have won that year in the East,
They
but
knocked
would have
out
lost to
Chicago
Houston.
with Jordan.
they beat Jordan. They beat
They
Jordan that
knocked
year.
out number
They beat Jordan.
45
They beat Jordan. Yeah. But
Yeah, when
Jordan was
Jordan came
busted.
back.
Yeah, and he came back.
from cheating the game. From cheating the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
I
Y'all
can't
making
argue
me
that.
do this, man.
He cheated. You can say he
LeBron
cheated
has
together.
never
You can say
done
that.
that, bro, and y'all know it.
Bro, LeBron, I'm trying to tell you, you're looking at it from on the court, but no, LeBron has cheated the game tremendously. That's why the NBA the way that it is now. They talk about player empowerment, player empowerment. You got James Harden sitting, man, come on, man. You got KD. KD instead of staying his ass in OKC and actually trying to do better. Oh, I'm gonna go to Golden State. Now,
Hold on,
I'm gonna go to I'm gonna
hold
go
Let
to
me
on,
ask you
hold on,
one.
Brooklyn.
hold on.
Let me ask y'all this
Nah,
because I gotta wrap this up, but I do want to ask y'all one important question because Ty TV did bring this up, and this is a real reality question because the CBA agreement is about to come up. Reality check. What do y'all think, or just give me one thing y'all think may actually change once this agreement may happen? Like, do y'all think any player power may be decreased, increased? Like, how do y'all think this shit may play out when the meeting is
I
over?
think they're going to find a way to not decrease player empowerment. It's going to decrease to some degree with them doing this, but I do feel like I'm gonna get my opinionated side from this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think they should do, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I think they're gonna, not what I think, what they're probably going to really do
Okay.
from a factual perspective.
Okay.
What they're going to do is they're going to put in some type of Ben Simmons, Kyrie. They're going to name the rule after. I wouldn't say they're going to be that rude and name the rule after one of those guys. I
it's
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
go
the
off
James
the
Harden
media
rule.
shit, but
It's gonna be the James Harden rule.
I will say though, they will put in some rule where you have to play X amount of games to get your guaranteed contract, and you have to play. Like, if you sit out certain games, I think they should do that because I'm getting tired. Now, this is
Facts,
where my
HB.
opinionated side come in.
HB
I'm
in the
getting
building.
tired.
Salute.
I'm getting tired of seeing all these stars, superstars, sit out games. Even when they're hurt, they hurt, but they be out for a long time for them to be this hurt. Damn, a sprained ankle should heal this quick before this time frame. This and that should heal this quick before this time frame. What the hell is damn going on for y'all to damn sit out this much? That's my question. It's like we have better technology, we have better training. I get it. We have a lot of weight on us put on us from the AAU training, all these extra AAU games growing up, especially in this day and age. But at the same time, like I said, with the better technology, these players should be able to play. I'm not sitting here and say a player should play all 82 games. They should, from how the standard was set back in the day, with how guys have played 82 games. Even LeBron in 2018, how he played all 82 games. You should be able to sit here and be there for your team most of the time, because I'm sitting here tired of making, and I'm a Nets fan. You know, I'm a pivot. I'm the pivot. I'm the epitome, or the word
Epitome.
of using the
Definitely.
what if we was healthy? What if we did this? What if we ain't sat out this long? What if this situation ain't happening? And I'm getting tired of it, bro. I
What
hate
about you,
that Kyrie
BA?
had to leave, but come on now.
So it's I hope they do something with this LeBron James rule. They need to
And what and
need to
what and
change
what rule is that?
the NBA tournament rule. I hope they do something with that. It's cool for
So,
people to want to leave and all of that stuff, but this demand trades and I'm not gonna play and I'm still getting paid and all that. Like they need to change that. And I don't even want to call it the LeBron James. I always joke with
Thank
it.
you. But see, you know what's so disrespectful about you doing that? Because in 20 seasons, LeBron James have never asked to be traded out of a contract.
No,
He's
he just
played
leaves.
out every contract.
He just opts out. He just opts out a year early and leaves. That's what he does.
He got
That's
the
what he
no, he
does.
puts his contracts out.
He opts out a year early and leaves. That's what he does, bro.
Come on.
I wouldn't even call this the LeBron rule. I call this the Greg Popovich rule. Greg Popovich was the one that
did Kobe Bryant not demand a trade from the Lakers?
So no, you see, I want to say this though. Yeah, he did, and guess what? He set his ass down. And guess what? He won 2 championships back to back, and went to 3 NBA finals in a row.
We got a guy who
LeBron can't do that. LeBron
averaged 8 points in with his first season. 8
LeBron
points.
Ain't do that. Who? Kobe?
Kobe.
Yeah, of course. He didn't play. He got drafted when he was 17 years old.
They kept him on the bench. They didn't want to start him.
Why he was giving Eddie Jones and
LeBron's fault. That's his fault.
LeBron started right away.
That's exactly.
LeBron he got the kid. Didn't make the playoffs in his first 2 or 3 years. He didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, LeBron started right away, but Kobe wasn't given a chance. This is the Lakers organization we talking about.
Kobe didn't deserve the chance. That's all that was, right?
He didn't get a chance.
That's a lie.
He didn't even play. He started.
Who got traded on draft day? Who got traded on draft day? I forgot about that as well.
Well, there's a reason why LA wanted to trade him from Charlotte. This is Charlotte. We're comparing to LA now.
Cleveland wasn't trading no LeBron. Once they had won that lottery, you already knew what was going to happen.
Where is he from?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we not. Okay, this is what I want to say because I'm gonna stop saying that.
Bye, Kobe.
I'm gonna stop saying no. LA said that they been knew they was gonna get him before they been knew they was gonna get him. He was the best
Charlotte
player
at the time was a new NBA team. Charlotte they knew what they was doing. Charlotte was basically a new NBA team.
Charlotte was only a couple years into the game,
and kept rebranding their team. Charlotte wasn't really much nothing. There's a reason why LA. This is LA versus Charlotte. Now, which place would you rather go to, LA or Charlotte? That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody.
If you ain't getting no bump, I don't want to go to LA. If I'm Kobe Bryant, an All-American, I don't want to go to LA if I ain't gonna get to play.
So, you had going back to your question about this,
airball and 3-pointers. Really?
Hey, he was 18 years old. He ain't doing that.
Man.
Oh, should have went to college. Should have went to college. He should have went to college. Did.
Well, he turned out very fine for him to not go to college.
It's not better than LeBron.
He turned out to be the GOAT, low key. Wow. But what I would say,
I'm
like
a Kobe guy, he ain't the GOAT now.
Y'all are insane.
The LeBron, not the LeBron. I keep saying you got me on this LeBron thing, but the James Harden rule, bro. I don't believe players should be able to have the power to try to punk an organization, still get paid, sit out, and not get any type of not get any type of fines or anything for sitting out. To me, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You sign up for however many years, and then you get pissed off or whatever in the organization, and you like, I want to leave. I want to go. To me, that's crazy. It's asinine to me. It's asinine. It's cool to request a trade. It's cool to request a trade. Okay.
But BA, do you got more of a problem with the scenario with James Harden or the scenario with Kawhi Leonard? Because I would think that you would have a low management rule.
With all of that, I didn't like how Kawhi Leonard left.
I said the Greg Popovich rule.
Yeah, you can call it the Greg, but I don't call it the Greg because I'm calling it James Harden because James Harden he did it 2 times. He did it
Greg
2 times.
Greg Popovich was the one that started it. He the one that rested his players in random games.
I'm not even talking about resting players, bro. I'm talking about players saying I don't want to play, just like Kawhi Leonard did, but just like James Harden did. I called it James Harden because he did it with Houston, and then he did it with Brooklyn, where I'm not going to play no more. I don't want to be here. Bye.
I just want to let everybody know before I get up out of here. When the Lakers play Milwaukee Bucks, I will be going live. I just want to let the world know because after LeBron breaks this record, I got a surprise for everybody, man. Hey. Please be clear on that.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Instead of LeBron James being the 10th best player all time, I move up to the 8th spot.
I'm gonna have a whiteboard. I'm gonna have a whiteboard with all his stats. I'm gonna run this shit down, man. BATI, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man, for sure.
All right, man. Y'all be safe.
All right, man. Big up to y'all, man. You already know, man. Salute to the NBA community as well, man. Shout out to my brother Anthony in the building, Magnif Curve, and salute to you guys. Carlos, I see you, man. Big up to all you fellas. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you leave if you can. And if you're new to the platform, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button as well. I'm about to sign off. I will catch you guys on the live stream tomorrow. Y'all know how I do, so make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all can stay in the mix of when I actually go live. Just another quick reminder, if you guys enjoy daily NBA content, be sure to follow me everywhere on social media, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Catch you guys tomorrow on the platform, man. I'm out. Peace, people.
Oh.
All right, man. I want to thank you guys for listening into another episode of the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. Make sure you follow the show to be sure to be notified about the next episode. Also, I'll put the Linktree link in the description so you can follow us on social media as well as donate and contribute to our platform. See you guys again on the next episode. Peace.